Welcome to another YouTube video, a YouTube demonstration. This is going to be the pencil and paper task for multiplication. Now you'll notice on your sheet you had some green numbers and some blue numbers, and I asked you to take a green number and multiply it by a blue number. So I'm going to take the 24 and I'm going to multiply it by 5, I think. So I'm going to go 24 multiplied by 5. I'll do the line underneath. I've got a little bit to the side of my paper, apologies about that. Now, I'm going to show you two ways to solve this. One way has 2 steps, and the other way kind of combines all those steps into one. So this one, I'm going to do some multiplications, then I'm going to do some addition, whereas the other one, I'm going to do the multiplying and adding at the same time. So firstly, I do 4 times 5. Well, I know 4 times 5 is 20. So I write 20 in my answer, and if I want to, I can just say what I've done there. I've done 4 times 5. Now the next one I need to do is load, this is 2 tens, so I want to do 20 times 5. Now I know that 2 times 5 is 10, so what I do is I add a placeholder in here, and then that means when I do 2 times 5 is 10, and let's put the 10 in, you'll notice it doesn't say 10 anymore. It says 100 because 2 times 5 is 10, 20 times 5 is 100. So I'm going to put here I did 20 times 5. So just be careful when you're checking. 2 times 5 would be 10, 20 times 5 is 100. Then I do another line underneath here and I add them all together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 2 plus 0 is 2, 1 plus nothing is 1, so the answer is 120. Well, there you go, so I just lost your answer for me there, apologies about that. Now I'm going to show you the combined method, so I'm going to do 24 times 5 again. Now what this method does is it does everything we just did, but it adds and multiplies at the same time. 4 times 5 is 20. But notice we're not going to put the 2 tens in yet. We're going to carry them over. So we're going to write our 20 like that because our units and ones are locked in. But our 2 tens are going to be changed depending on what we do in the tens column. Now 2 times 5 is 10. I add 10 and 2 together, or carry the 1, and I add the 2 on, so I get 12. And there we go. So you can see 4 5s were 20, 2 5s were 10, or 25s were 100, 2 5s were 10. I add it onto the 2, and you'll just notice if you look at the 2, how this is just doing 2 steps at one. So this is an absolutely perfect method. It takes a tiny bit longer, but you can see each and every step. Let's do one more. Let's go for a slightly bigger one, and I'm going to again do it in 2 ways. So this time I'm going to do, I'm going to try and give myself a bit more space this time. I'm going to do 361 and I'm going to multiply it by 9. And I'm going to lay it out here. And also over this side, I'm going to do 361 multiplied by 9 as well. But this time I'm going to do it with that other method. So you can see both methods together and you can choose which method best works for you. You know what, I'm feeling going side by side here. 1 times 9 is 9. So I'm going to put 9 in the answer. Nothing's carried over. 1 times 9 is 9. Nothing's carried over in this one. If I wanted to, I could just record that this was 1 times 9. So 1 times 9 is 9. Now next time, I'm going to do 6 times 9, which is 54. So I'm going to write 54 here. Oh! It's not 54, is it? It's 60 times 9. So I need to put my place value holder in there. That's better. Because that wouldn't have been right at all. Because it's not 6 times 9. It's 60 times 9. If I had have written down 54, that would have been wrong, wouldn't have it? Let's do the 54 over here. Now, this works slightly different because I'm already working in this column. I can put the 4 of the 54 in and carry the 5. if you have a close look, you'll notice we've got the same answer. 540 plus 9 so far is 549, and you can see the 549 there. 300 times 9. Oh, I'm not going to get caught out this time. I want to do 3 times 9 is 27, but I'm doing hundreds. So I'm going to put 2 placeholders in. No way it's catching me out this time. 3 times 9 is 27. So I put in the 27 there. And of course I can record I did 300 times 9. If you look down the side here, 361, 361. You can see it all lining up there. So 1 times 9 was 9. 6 times 9, 60 times 9, Mr. Carter, is 540. 300 times 9. Let's put, you know what I'm missing? I'm missing this very, very sorely. My hundreds, tens and ones. That's much easier when I can see it because I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I still had to do my 3 times 9 is 27 over here. Oh, it's 27 plus 5, which is 32. So I put in the 2. I've got no more timesing to do, so I carry the 3 straight over. Oh, so we've got a potential answer here. So let's see if this answer matches. So 9 plus nothing is 9. 4 plus nothing is 4. There's the 49. 5 plus 7 is 12. So let's put in the 2 and carry the 1. 249, 249. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3,249. I think our biggest learning point we've learnt here today is to be very, very careful with your columns. Mr. Carter wasn't as careful as he could be sometimes there, so hopefully you'll be a lot more focused. But it does show it's okay to make mistakes. But what you'll notice I did as I was working is I was constantly checking, and that helped me spot where I went wrong. So if you have a go at one of these and you get it wrong, and then you see where what the correct answer is, have another go at it and see if chances are you forgot to do something to do with the 60 or the tens and hundreds. As always, keep learning.